Okay, now we're making my sauteed green beans with mushrooms. First thing we need is a large skillet. This is another Calphalon skillet. This is a 12-incher, I think, or maybe a 14-incher. And our first ingredient is going to be an entire stick of Land O'Lakes unsalted butter. Turn up the heat. Turn back up. Then we'll need 2 cans of fresh cut French style green beans. I'll be using Del Monte. 2 cans. 2 15-ounce cans. I believe those are 15 ounce. Let's say 14.5. Close enough. So now we let that butter melt down. Then we add the green beans, so I'll go ahead and open up these cans and drain the water out, because we won't need any of the liquid from the can, just the bean itself. And then again we'll be using black powder, or black pepper, black pepper, white pepper, salt, garlic powder, and ground rosemary. Now, you're going to have a hard time finding ground rosemary. I've looked for it, but I've not been able to find anyone that sells it. You might be able to find someplace online. I looked, I didn't find it, but you might. Instead, what I've done is I purchased crushed rosemary, and using a mortar and pestle, I grind it up myself. Something that I found when making this recipe, or if I make grilled asparagus, or I should say roasted asparagus, is that using rosemary, ground rosemary, and garlic together in the recipe, they seem to enhance each other. It works real well. Also works well on French fries or American fries. That's the mortar and pestle that I use. It's made of marble. I keep it in a Ziploc bag in order to keep it clean. So anytime I use it, I wash it and I put it right into a Ziploc bag. That way the next time I need it, it's ready to go. Need to take these mushrooms off here. I need more room on the stove top. So set these mushrooms over here. Alright. One can. And 2 cans. Alright. Garlic powder. rosemary. There it is. A little bit of white pepper. I can put that away because I won't need that anymore. A little bit of black pepper. I usually put some cayenne pepper, but I'm not going to this time, and I'm not using the chipotle chili on here either. Never put paprika in this. Okay. Now, some salt. I'm a saltaholic, so I usually put a fair amount of salt, but given that someone else might be eating this, I gotta be careful on how much salt I put in, because I know they don't like salt. Okay. Don't need that spoon anymore. Now, you can see how the beans look right now, and you'll see a difference when they're done cooking. They'll look almost deteriorated. Like when you get spinach out of a can, it looks very different from fresh spinach. Fresh spinach looks more like lettuce. But when you get it out of a can, it's all soft and, you know, what would you call it? Sort of messy looking. When this gets like that, then you know that the beans are done. And they look soft and partially deteriorated. And they look cooked, basically. And you can tell the difference too. So we'll turn this down a little bit. Let them sit there and simmer. So that the ones down the bottom can cook, and then we'll stir it some more. Once the beans look like they're ready, then we'll add in the mushrooms, and it's done. As you can see, these recipes are very easy to make, and they taste good. You get a lot of food with them. They don't cost much to make. Making a can of green beans is what, 99 cents? Those 2 packages of Baby Bella mushrooms were, I think, $3.99 a piece or something like that. Then there's the stick butter. Package of 4 sticks, a 1 pound package of stick butter, Land O'Lakes unsalted butter. It was like $2.99. And there's the salt and the cayenne pepper, white pepper, black pepper, the Reese's garlic juice, garlic powder. But most of that stuff lasts you for many, many recipes. So really, this is pretty inexpensive to make and pretty easy to make. Alright, now if I have any, I'll go ahead and add the bacon bits. I'm not sure I have any bacon bits left. I'm not seeing any. Looks like it could be all out. I usually put bacon bits in with these beans. Well, it's looking like all the bacon bits. Let's see. All our bacon bits. So I'll have to do without the bacon bits. It's okay. It does taste better with bacon bits. It tastes better with that little bit of bacony flavor to it. But it's okay. You can see here, right here where it's, you can see that in here, you see the beans starting to deteriorate. Those are cooked. Whereas here, where there's still a dark green, those haven't cooked yet. Once they get this light color to them, then you know they're cooked. They're ready to go. So basically we're waiting for all the beans to get this light green color. They look like they're kind of mushy. They're not mushy, but they have that appearance. Once they're like that, then it's ready to go. Figure we probably have about another 5-10 minutes for these things to sit and cook. Then we add the mushrooms, and we're good to go. Remember that these mushrooms is not my normal recipe because I don't usually have them cut up so small. I'm not sure how much that's going to impact the way they normally taste, especially when they're mixed in with the beans. You're getting there, almost done. Central time. I still have to make mac and cheese. And then I'll probably throw some fish into the toaster oven. Fish, mac and cheese, and sauteed green beans with mushrooms. And if you decide you don't like my sauteed mushrooms, you can always make the green beans and just put a container of fresh mushrooms in here. Just dump them right in after you've rinsed them off. You always want to make sure you rinse off your fresh vegetables, mushrooms, fruits, whatever, before you consume them. I think this is about done. Most of the beans look the way they're supposed to look. Alright. Mushrooms. You'll notice I'm trying to keep from getting all this excess liquid in there. Just trying to get the mushrooms themselves. Alright, that's good. If it stays on the lip of the pan, then it's still good. I'll just flip it back into the pan, as long as it doesn't fall out of the pan. And that's it. There you go. Sauteed green beans and mushrooms.